want me to explain the project, right? Okay, let's start. So good morning, Deep. So let me tell you about the project that I recently worked on. In my company, I get to work on both analytical as well as prototype projects. And this one in particular was an analytical project. It was for an insurance company. They wanted us to create a car insurance claim dashboard. Now, before I dive into the dashboard that I have created, let me tell you the things that I did before I went into the development phase. Now, as a, Power BI developer, the very first thing that I do is I try to explore the data and try to understand what are the different fields in the data. That is exactly what I did over here. As soon as I got access to the client's data, I started exploring it. And the very first thing that I noticed in the data is that the data was in a denormalized format. Usually, when I work with clients, I get data in a normalized format. So it is very easy for me to just create a star schema using data modeling, create relationships between the fact and dimension table. And this gives me better understanding of the data. And as you know, star schema is really nice for your DAX performance, as well as for updation and deletion. It is also good. It doesn't mean that the denormalized data doesn't have its benefit. With denormalized data, the requirement of joins is completely eliminated, right? And joins, as you know, are very expensive. So yeah, there are perks to denormalized data too. Once I analyzed everything, I started performing few checks on this data. Since I have expertise in SQL, I did this checks using SQL. Let me go through the things that I found in the data very quickly. The very first thing that I noticed in the data was there was a logical error in the data. Uh, there was a column called as incident date, which represents when the incident took place. In a lot of records, this incident date was before the insurance inception date, meaning that the incident took place first and the insurance was claimed later on. So this was highlighted to the client, and the client told that they will take appropriate action and try to fix the data on their end. I also found few record specific discrepancies where there were few policy numbers. The policy numbers were different, but the records associated with the policy number were exactly same. So that was also highlighted to the client, and the client told me to delete few of the records among the duplicates. Apart from that, I also found few junk elements where in one of the columns there were junk elements like question mark was present, and this was also highlighted to the client, and the client told me to take appropriate action, which was taken by using DML commands like update and delete. Once I was assured that the data is clean and accurate, I moved into the development phase. I started developing the dashboard. Now, client gave me a free hand as to what the design of the dashboard will be and what kind of KPIs I would want to keep. Uh, Taking this into consideration, I wanted to make sure that the KPIs that I use are exactly as per the requirement. Now, let me tell you the KPIs that I used. Since this is a claims dashboard, the very first KPI I used was total claims, so that client has an understanding how about how many claims are there in that time period. Second was how much amount has been claimed, because a client always want to know that how much money is going out of the company. So total claim amount will give them that idea. Average claim amount per customer, so that they have an idea as to per customer how much they are spending, and what is the average age per customer. These were the four KPIs that I kept. Apart from that, I used few charts. Let me quickly just tell you the charts that I used. The very first chart that I used was maps, because there were multiple states in the data, and I wanted the client to visually see what are the states that are affecting, or what are the states from where the claims are coming. This was one. Second, I use something called as clustered column chart, because during my analysis what I found was there were a lot of frauds in the claim in this data, almost 25% of the claims were reported as fraud. However, there were no police complaints. Like, for example, if there are 100 frauds, there should be 100 police complaints, right? But less than 20% of the frauds were reported. So I wanted the client to check this, for this, I created a clustered column chart where on one side you have the frauds, and on the other side, how many of them were reported. Apart from that, I also used pie chart and bar chart and also a line chart. If you want, I can go into details for each one of them. Or I can just show the dashboard and maybe you can see for yourself.
Yeah, you can show the dashboard. Very good.
Now I do understand we were supposed to make two dashboard, but this is what I did. One more thing that I forgot to tell you, I used something called as tooltip page. This gives you further granularity as to, for example, if there is a state and I want to see the gender and the age group, I can do that using this. I
Mm.
also use something called as drill through option. Let me show you that so that if the client wants to see the data in detail, they can do that.
Mm.
Yeah, yes. So this is the visualization that I was talking about, where you can see frauds and how many of them are reported. Here I've created, or this is something that I've created on SQL level, where for age group, I have given a certain name like middle age, young, old, so that we understand what age group is affecting or claiming the most. And then here you can see number of hours, like we have 24 hours. So I wanted the client to see is there any particular hour which is leading to more claims as compared to others. So I created a line chart for that.
So these are basically incidents that have occurred. More
Yes.
than obviously it's a claim dashboard. So yes, but also it shows that how many incidents that have occurred during that time.
Yeah.
So
So for
which
example, midnight, you can see 52 incident had occurred, right? So you
Mhm.
get an idea as to there are certain hours that are more prone to uh, incidents as compared to others.
So it is basically depicting the claims dashboard. Okay. So do I have any view wherein I would be able to find out which companies are more prone towards getting these claims?
Yeah, for the car companies, right? So
Yeah,
here,
the car company.
so here I have created a pie chart, and as you can see, there are few companies that are more prone to get more prone of claim. For example, this Saab and Subaru.
Which type of damages they do claim the most? Do we have that visual?
Yes,
Is
so
it
the incident type you are
correct,
saying.
the incident?
So here we have used bar chart to represent that. So vehicle collision has the most claims.
So for
Uh,
the highest, for the automic which is causing trouble to me. So the companies to whom we are providing insurance, okay, if they are claiming more, if the customers from those companies are claiming more, it will give me an understanding that maybe the product that they're developing are not able to withstand very serious impacts. So which type of collisions or which type of incidents that have occurred, I would like to have that visual as well. So you
oh,
mentioned something like total policies per incident type. So
right.
obviously we have given more claims. So let's suppose, for example, 80%, sorry, um, go to that pie chart. So
Let me.
20%, so Dodge is the highest one. So Dodge and Subaru. So click on Dodge. Do I get the visual of the incident types? So I can say multi-vehicle collision are
Has the highest. Right.
the highest numbers. So in this multi-vehicle collision, you have created a tooltip chart as well,
Yeah,
which is showing me that females are more prone towards claims rather
correct.
than males, and most of them are 25
Middle
middle age
age.
group.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Do we have that option to check whether it's a front collision or back collision? What type of collision
Uh,
types do we have that visual here?
no, I missed that. Maybe I'll add it later.
Mhm. Yeah, that's good. I'm getting relevant cascading information, which is good. This is solving my purpose of a claims dashboard, to be more precise. So yeah, good job done. And
Okay.
incidents reported per hour of the day. Any other uh, granular level information means what type of incidents do we have? Do we have that visual? Or if I click on this three, will my
Then it
other
will give
charts
me,
get?
yeah, that is, maybe I should have used tooltip over here also. Maybe I'll add it later on.
Mhm, mhm.
I'll add it.
So you have also included fraud claims over here. So fraud claims and total police reports by month. So with claims analysis, you have done fraud analysis. So this is not in sync with this entire dashboard. Uh,
Okay.
so that parameter. So fraud analysis can be a different dashboard altogether
Right, right, right.
with your claims analysis. You have also fraud. Okay. Total
I
policies
could have
management.
separated them out. Right, right.
Hmm. Fine. Okay, looks good to me. What is the second dashboard that you have? Okay, you haven't created the second one.
No, I'm
Okay, please do create that. Okay,
sure, sure.
that's the requirement of the client. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's move to Snehal maybe. Snehal.